live stream, and let's just make sure the sound is good. And welcome to Brick Therapy 2-3 live stream, building and talking Lego, especially on this October 1st, the remnant of the release day. Now it's October 1st, but now in the early evening here in my time zone. And the talk over the last few days, or actually last couple weeks, was what to look out for, what to possibly get, what could possibly be gotten, I should say, for this October 1st live stream. So if you like Lego and you like talking Lego, join in the chat, and welcome to those of you who are listening and possibly joining, or maybe you'll catch this live stream later when it's offline, and just appreciate your time. So if you like Lego, also leave a like. If you can find our logo here, Brick Therapy 2-3. This is our channel, Sig Fig. 2 Lego Sig Figs, dad and son. Son will join probably more on the weekends, and you might see this Sig Fig guy down here somewhere. So October 1st is quite a nice day, getting some cooler weather, and looking forward to the rest of the fall and all those fun things, people getting free candy at the end of the month. I like to refer to more as Reformation Day, but that's kind of fun. But before all that, let's finish another bag. Bag 5 of this set here, 75330. This is a 1,000-piece diorama set. And in honor of the UCS Death Star being a giant diorama set itself, I started building Star Wars themed sets over the course of the live stream, over the course of several live streams. And so one of these I got here. These are all retired sets. Hey, Ivan, welcome. Good to see you here. My 10% version of the Death Star set. I'll keep pushing that here for a little while because I just love that point of view. The Death Star set, UCS Death Star set is quite a lot more Lego than what's here. But yes, doing well. Ivan, how are you? Thanks for leaving the first like on the live stream. Glad to see you here. And if you like Lego, please join in. Say hello on the chat. We're building Lego. We're talking Lego October 1st release day, and to see what other people came up with. Hey, welcome. Rent Marion Dalio, welcome. Hello. And let's see. I'm doing good, says Ivan. Very cool. Good to see you guys. So if you like Lego, stick with us. I'm going to talk about the October 1st release day, but I'm also going to build I'm finished with this diorama. I'm going to try and, I'll get closer to finishing this diorama here. Into bag 5, and this is a 1,000-piece set. So this is what I'm building here. I'll just hold it up again just in case, because the live stream is starting to gain some traction here. So yes, today was the release of the Lego UCS Death Star. That's right, Ivan. Ivan, were you thinking that you might get that at some point in the near future, right? That was your plan, perhaps. So we'll see. Ren says, cool, I have that too. Very cool. So Rents, you have the DAGOBAH Jedi Training diorama set, right? I don't think it says center. Yeah, Jedi Training. Kind of just leaves you hanging there. This is a fun set. As I was building the bottom piece here, I kind of called it the Tetris set as well, because so much of the layering that went under these green clear transparent tiles, it looked like a Tetris surface for a while. So yeah, Ren says, have that too. D&M Bricks, howdy. Psh, very cool. Ivan says, I think I might want to get the UCS set somewhere in the future. Very cool. So if you are a Lego insider, then you can get the Lego UCS Death Star set today or at midnight, when it'd be almost 24 hours ago, when it was midnight. And I went on the Lego website. At midnight. Well, actually 9 o'clock my time because we're on the West Coast, so had the advantage of being a little bit earlier here. Didn't have to stay up late. And the website was hopping, man. It was pretty busy. I got on my phone to see what would happen, and there was already like a wait. And when you get on the Lego website, or you try to get on the Lego website and it's too crowded, it just has a wait screen, and it says, you know, you want to play a game before you will let you in. So there's a queue, and then finally got onto the website. So yeah, very interesting. DNM says, how goes it? It's going well. Joining in the conversation here with you guys, and this is fun. DNM says, I bought it. Can't wait to build it. We'll be waiting for it to come in the mail. Ooh, DNM, what did you buy? Are you trying to keep it a surprise? I don't want to assume it's the UCS, but if it is, how fun is that? Ooh, Dr. Zhivago, very cool. Psh, that's a fun tag name there. Toys Rule. Yes, in this case, Lego, right? In this case, Lego. So welcome, Dr. Zhivago. I can remember Pickup Sticks, Lincoln Logs, Harry Canary, etc. Wow, Lincoln Logs, nice. Old school toys. Well, Lego goes back pretty far before the familiar plastic bricks here. I do believe Lego had some other versions before. Wooden toy blocks and a wooden duck, I think, was the original Lego company's toy design. And then it developed into this, which is great, which is the toy that everyone knows and loves. Shadow Milk is here. Psh, all right, here they are. They're showing up. Good to see you guys. Black Bro is back. Welcome. Psh, good to see you guys. Renz Marin says hello to everyone. Very cool. Oh my goodness, DNM Bricks, you pulled off a haul. You're saying bought the Death Star, the AT-AT, and the Game Boy. Let's go. I'm going to give some emojis for that. That is awesome. I'm going to give some celebration emojis. Well, that is awesome. How fun, DNM. You're going to be busy, man. Building, building, building. So you are the one I was wondering about, or one of the Lego fans I was wondering about, because we know that the Lego ambassadors, they're the ones that got the Death Star for free. But I want to hear from those folks who actually bought the set, you know, put out their hard-earned money to buy the Death Star set, and I want to hear what their opinion is of the build itself, because it's had, you know, a lot of reviews already, a lot of criticism, or just a lot of opinions cast on it. I've given my fair share of opinion on it. I think, you know, the main concern being, or the main issue being, like, what are you getting for your money after all that excitement? Shouldn't it have been a sphere? But whatever the case might be, it's out, and it is the way it is. And DNM Bricks has seized upon it, and that is awesome. Well done. In fact, just built out of bag 5, you know, the master himself, Master Yoda. So there we go. These are our two minifigs that come with this DAGOBAH Jedi training diorama. We got Luke and we've got Master Yoda. I don't know if they can both fit on here, but yeah, very cool to have these guys. And so showing off some minifigs, because part of the fun, a good healthy amount of fun from building Lego sets, are the minifigs. The minifigs themselves are so cool. All right, so awesome update there. DNM Break says, I want to stream myself building it Tuesday if it gets here. You know what? That would be pretty darn cool. Lego, at least the last time I ordered from Lego.com, it was the sets arrived a lot faster than I expected. So I don't know if it's because they have a new courier or what, but yeah, you might get that on Tuesday. That'll be awesome because Lego has been a lot quicker with shipments. So we'll see. Anthony is back. Hey, Anthony, psh, welcome, welcome. What am I building? Okay, good question. So if you like Lego, leave a like. Cool, we got 6 likes, if I'm reading that correctly, 6 likes. And I am building this set as we talk about what has been going on October 1st with Lego Release Day. 75330, 1,000 piece set. This is the DAGOBAH training diorama set. And I like these diorama sets. I'm glad I got them when I did. They're no longer out in circulation, but they look great. And before that, I built the trash compactor diorama set. This was a very fun set. Plus, you can't go wrong with the core OG minifigures of Star Wars right here. And if you have or know about this set, the walls collapse. So I think pretty close to, this is definitely a bigger version, but pretty close to the one in the Death Star diorama. So D&M Bricks, when you build that up, I can't wait to see how that whole thing comes together. And if you're gonna stream it, make sure you tell us when. That'll be fun to see. D&M Brick says, I do a live review usually at the end of the sets I build, so we shall see how it really is with my own cash and not for free. Yes, sir. So yeah, tell us, D&M Bricks, or post on our Brick Therapy 2-3 community if you get a chance to let us know. I know you'll post it yourself, but get the word out there when you're going to do your live stream. Cannot wait to see your input or get your impressions on the whole thing. Renz, good question. How many of you have built this day? Well, I'm just starting right now. I've only done the minifigures. So Renz, I'm trying to build and almost do a live stream every day. So yes, it's a good goal. DNM says, what up, Master Yoda? How is the swamp today? You know, the swamp itself is looking nice and green, right? I do like how Lego does these layered surfaces. So you build up colored flat bricks on underneath, and then of course the transparent tile above. So it gives that look of water above another murky surface. It looks cool. Ren's giving the high fives. Love it. How many pieces to this set? 1,000 pieces to set 75330, Anthony. So yeah, 1,000 pieces even. Exactly. Not 1,001, 1,000 even. Smoky Smokes, what's up? Psh, good to see you. What's up, Brick Therapy? He says. Ren says, yo, I have 3 of that. You have 3 of these diorama sets, Renz. Very cool, I think. DNM Brick says, okay, DNM, I'm gonna post or I'm gonna pin your live stream date. So there we go. So DNM Bricks is going to, I'll put you on the spot if that's okay. You're gonna live stream your build or starting your build or maybe early review or maybe unboxing, however you want to say it. 7 p.m. Tuesday, next week, I assume, 7 p.m. Eastern time. The UCS Death Star. Oh, so fun, so fun. So if you guys are just joining the chat and saying hello, thank you for joining the chat. Thanks for talking Lego with me. And don't forget to leave a like. And Renz, if you're new to the channel, or others of you that are new to the channel and you like Lego, please subscribe. Find our Sig Fig guy here, our Brick Therapy guy down here somewhere. And please join our channel. Love to have you join or basically network with the rest of us. There's so many cool people in the Lego building community, Lego YouTube community, however you want to describe it, but love connecting with all you guys. Ivan says, I think they might have gotten the Lego UCS Death Star early, so I doubt it. Yeah, if you are a Lego insider, you can buy it now. If you're not, then you have to wait until October 4th. At least that's the way I understand it. But it doesn't take anything costly, I guess in that sense, to become a Lego insider, right? You just go to the Lego website and you click on become a Lego insider, and you're just basically sharing an email. You could have your regular email or some other email, you'd rather stay anonymous or whatever. But in any case, you can join the Lego Insiders for free, and it's a pretty cool program. The more Lego collecting you do, or the more Lego buying you do, basically, you are going to gain insider points. And insider points means Lego, future Lego for your collection at a discount. So the Lego Insider program is pretty cool. Let me re-explain that. So you join the Lego Insider program with your email. It's free to do. No risk. No risk. You join the Lego Insider program. It used to be called the VIP program. And you get to, well, you don't get to. When you buy Lego through the Lego store or lego.com, every set you'll notice when you see it advertised has the value of that set plus insider points. So, of course, bigger sets will have hundreds of insider points or thousands of insider points when you buy it. And then those points translate into dollar discounts whenever you buy Lego the next time. So you can be strategic about it as well. So sometimes you can use your insider points right away and, you know, get a modest dollar discount, or you can buy more Lego and then let those insider points stack up. So like when I got the Bar set here, I did not use my insider points for like over a year and have over $100 or more, depending on who you are and how much Lego you buy. And so I got a pretty good sized discount buying Bar with my Lego Insider points. Now, there's other advantages to it. They have double Insider points when you buy Lego on certain dates. Lego advertises it, so when you buy a set, you get double what you usually get. Sometimes they have quadruple Insider points, I've seen. So it's a good program. I'd say, you know, look into it. It's worth it, especially if you know you're going to collect Lego in the future. D&M says, Mariah is my wife, but I'm on the account. Oh, got you. So DNM Brick says, also, you can just call me Dan if you like. Very cool, Dan. I got to remember that. Very cool. Anthony says, please make him dance a little. Let's see some action. Oh, are you talking about Yoda or the trash compactor? The trash compactor guys are pretty cool. I mean, they're already posed, right? They're already posed to like hold off the walls, and then they close in on them. But, you know, like the movie, though, then you have your trusty droids, 3PO and R2-D2 in the background. They're going to free them. So Yoda, I don't know how Yoda dances, man. You gotta do like a meme for him, but there's Yoda for you. Do that. So I'll have to think of something more creative, Anthony, but there you go for now. Let's go. Yeah, so, gosh. Now, one of the things, hearing about Dan getting the UCS Death Star, which is so fun. That is so cool. I kind of take back a lot of my critique on that set, because I get really excited when, you know, there's our fellow Lego collectors out there and they share how cool a set or what kind of set they just got, and it's like, you know, a huge purchase. So it's kind of fun to live vicariously through your experience. But I said my goal for release day was to also get a Lego set, but it definitely wasn't going to be the Death Star. And my concern was hearing how popular some of the sets are that were going to be released today, that they might sell out. Well, I got on the Lego website yesterday after midnight East Coast time, but I'm on the West Coast, so it was only about 9 or so. So actually closer to around 10 o'clock my time, I finally got through, because there was a rush on the website, at least my experience. There was a queue, waiting line just to go on the Lego website. Couldn't even log on, but finally did. And when I logged on, I was kind of sorta, not stressed, but kind of concerned that, oh, how fast is the gingerbread AT gonna be bought out or going back order? So I put a poll on our Lego channel. I said, how do you think I will be successful in getting the AT online? And when I logged on, finally got through, and then I typed in the AT on the search menu, it didn't even come up. I was on the Lego website for about 10 minutes. I'm like, what in the world is going on? It would not, maybe because the website was just so full of, it was just, being totally inundated, flooded with people. By the way, this hut's looking pretty cool. Here's the build again so far. Yoda's hut's looking pretty cool on DAGOBAH here. But when I typed in gingerbread AT, it wouldn't come out, wouldn't show up. And then I looked up the set number. It wouldn't come up. So I just did a Google search and I just typed in gingerbread AT, and of course she chose pictures of it and everything. And there was a link from just Google Chrome to the Lego website. Clicked on that, and that brought me to the actual set. And I was thinking, oh no, is this thing already like sold out? And it wasn't. So I was able, high fives to everyone, I was able to get, or at least order, the AT. So Dan, I at least got one set like you. And I found another set worth getting, so I'll show you guys that when it arrives. So that'd be fun. A fun reveal on the live stream. It's not Star Wars, but it's another fun build. So can't wait to show you guys that when it arrives, along with the gingerbread AT. And get Christmas started early here with that set. And I got a gift with purchase, which I could care less about, although it's free Lego, so I'm not going to turn it down necessarily. But it was some ghost thing. I don't know, Dan, if you got that. Although, Dan, you got the gift with purchase, the TIE Fighter as well, right? With your purchase. So that's, again, criticism was on that thing. But anyway, it's still a gift with purchase. So the gift with purchase I got was a Celebration Luminous Ghost. So I guess that's kind of fun. Now looking at the picture up close, it's got a pumpkin build, a bat build, and a happy ghost. Let me just show it on my computer screen here because I don't have the fancy setup. So you get this thing, and it is luminous. So it's got a light brick, I guess, underneath. So that's kind of fun. So anyway, I get that with the purchase I made. A little gift with purchase. Now, my other curiosity was how well will the UCS Death Star do? Will it go pretty fast? But as of right now, let me just double check. I'll reload the page. Yeah, as of right now, it is not sold out. So it's not all bought up by all the Lego insiders, and the gift with purchase is still live. Of course, it's been less than 24 hours. So I guess that's a good thing, right? It didn't sell out, or it's not gone on back order that fast. However, the AT has gone on back order, unless I'm mistaken. I looked at it just about 10 minutes ago before I went live, or I guess 20 minutes ago now, or gosh, 30 minutes ago. Time's going fast, man. And now the AT is already on back order. And all those people who are not Lego insiders, but may want that set, are going to have to wait. You can still buy it, but it's on back order now, which means you won't get that set supposedly for, let's see, back order. Usually that means a 2-month wait. Let's see what Lego says about this set. If it's on back order, that means you cannot get this set for, about 3 weeks. So far, so good. Sometimes when they say back order, that means it's not coming out for about 2 months, but October 23rd. So already the non-Lego insiders, you guys are going to have to get that set fast. You're going to have to act on it. So some fun stuff to share with you guys indeed. Hey, Jack, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you here. So if you like Lego, leave a like. Already got 12 likes. Talking about a lot of things. Let me just update again. I'm slowly building up this diorama set, the DAGOBAH Jedi Training diorama, and it comes with some pretty cool minifigs. Oh wait, is there an R2 build in this as well? I forgot. Yeah, he is in that scene. There's his picture. Probably easier to see there on the box. So does that count as a minifig? Does he count as a minifig? If so, another pleasant surprise. I forget because I've had these sets on my backlog for so long. Ivan says, Dan, lots of mucho money, dinero. Dan says, yes, for sure. Definitely the cost, but you know what? That's okay. Dan says, or DNM Brick says, yeah, the website was glitched for the AT-AT and the Death Star. I was freaking out for a sec. I know, especially you, DNM, i.e. Dan. That means you were planning to make a big purchase and you can't even get the website to work. That's a little bit stressful. The TIE Fighter gift with purchase is awful. I'm just not interested in not having. I'm just not interested in not having it. The set would be missing an important piece without it. Yeah, that's, I guess, I know it. That's the, how do you say it? I don't know how to say it. That's the hang up. The hang up with that set. Like, it was so promising to hear that they're going to make another Death Star. In fact, that was, other than the Millennium Falcon, like the Millennium Falcon is by far my favorite Lego Star Wars build set to have. And my hope is at some point, here's a look at the build, looking a little more like a Yoda hut here. My hope is to get the UCS Millennium Falcon. I don't have a UCS set, so if there's any one set I want to get, it's that one. But when I first heard about the UCS Death Star coming out, I was at the Lego store with my younger son, and I was telling the Lego store guy, as a collector, since I got back into Lego, once my kids were all into Lego over the years, and gosh, had so much fun building Lego with them that I basically took on the hobby myself and bought Ninjago City. I know some of you guys have heard this already, but I bought Ninjago City and just so stoked on that set. That's my favorite set still. Of all the Lego sets that you could own, that's my favorite one. And I have some old school sets. I have the yellow Lego castle from the 1980s and such. But when I heard about the Death Star, that Lego store employee, he told me, he's like, you could get the Millennium Falcon, but just to make you aware, I guess some insider knowledge at the time, he said Lego's planning to make a Death Star set. And I thought, now I had seen the older UCS Death Star and it looked pretty impressive, but it didn't have any play features. It was just like a model build, which is fine, but no minifigures. And I like having the minifigures come with a Lego set when you're buying a huge expensive set like a UCS set. And when he said that they're planning to make a UCS Death Star, all I could picture was that 2015, I think it was, the Death Star, the smaller Death Star play set. And I thought, gosh, if they're making that as a UCS set, that's going to be awesome. It's going to look amazing. And then, of course, all the rumors went out about it. Then some images went out about it. And then, of course, the Lego ambassadors got wind of it. And then they showed what they actually were getting. And then it became the death slice, the cheese slice or whatever. And then the gift of purchase was revealed. And I thought, oh my gosh, what happened? This is not the Death Star we were looking for. So, hey, Glitchfire, Glitchfire, I mentioned you a while back because I thought you were the one who wanted to see our Transformer, our Bumblebee, and I had it on the table here for like several live streams, but I think you missed it, but that's okay. You're here, that's good. M, welcome M. I want to build mocks, but I don't know where to start. Ooh, I would say get some ideas. Just go on Rebrickable or, gosh, any Lego YouTuber. You're going to get plenty of ideas. Rebrickable's fun. I don't think I've used them, but I've seen the results of what people do, you know. Dedicating Lego sets in different ways. I think one of the coolest, I think it's Rebrickable. I'm not 100% sure, but a while back they had the Roman Colosseum built, and that was a rebuild. I know someone developed instructions for that Roman Colosseum that they turned it into a giant castle set. So yeah, I hear you, Em. It is fun to think about building a mock, especially if you can take a big set like that and turn it into something else. Ivan says, Block Party, a famous YouTuber, did not buy the UCS Dust Star. It sold out in 20 minutes for 900 euros. Holy cow. So I guess in some markets, it's gone already. Is that what's going on? It's gone already. I did not know that. Okay, I missed a detail here, which is why I was struggling to attach a certain... Oh, wait. I know why. I was... Because it's not where you attach it. Okay, there we go. So interesting. So it's sold out in some markets, it sounds like, in Europe. Glitchfire says, I will post my channel into the community. Very cool, Glitchfire. Xavier, welcome. Psh! What price is that set? Which one, Xavier? Are you talking about the one I'm currently building? Well, this set here, 75330, is a 1,000-piece set. The DAGOBAH training diorama is retired now, so you would have to go on Bricklink to get this set. Same for the trash compactor set, which is pretty fun. I think both these sets were going for around $90 or maybe $100. Also retired. The only set I can show you that's actually still in circulation, well, I can show you a couple, of course. The 3-in-1 castle we built on the previous live streams. And, of course, our awesome Lord of the Rings sets there in the background. Speaking of which, another large-scale Lord of the Rings set is being talked about, being released next year, so we'll see what happens. Glitchfire says, you already showed me. Oh, okay, I can't remember. So that's good, Glitchfire, so you were here for that. I didn't transform him, though. DNM says, I saw 2 people selling the TIE Fighter gift will purchase for $150 and $300 already. Oh, man, that's what happens. That is what happens. Hello, Jack. Welcome again. DNM Brick says, on eBay, it looks like it's going for around $200 on average now. The TIE gift will purchase, that is. Yeah, you know, Xavier, so yeah, this is what I'm building. The price for this set is, you have to go on bricklink.com. I don't think this one's that much. I don't think it's appreciated in price too much. I thought some of these might have, but I was proven wrong. So let me look it up for you and I'll find out. But set 75330, I don't think this set has appreciated much, but we can find out and tell you. That's crazy though. I guess, what would you call those people? They're already selling the TIE gift will purchase online. Scalpers. Would we consider those people scalpers? So, I mean, I guess they bought it fair and square and they're selling the set already. They know the appreciation value of those things. So, a complete version of this set, if you want to get it used, isn't so bad. Xavier, you can get this set here for basically cheaper than you could originally, although it's used, but you can get it for about $60. Glitchfire says, I'm going to head out. All right, Glitchfire, thank you for joining. So there it is. So on release day, the UCS Death Star did indeed prove that the popularity was there. If it's already sold out in Europe, or some markets in Europe anyway, which I was wondering about, especially in Europe. Gosh, it's be more expensive over there. 900 euros, or, well, I guess 900 euros, and then you do the dollar conversion. So maybe it's about the same actually, because here it's $1,000, and the dollar to euro conversion might not be too bad, at least right now. But I haven't checked recently. So here it's still available. The Lego Insider community has not saturated the Lego market and bought up all those Death Stars. So I'm wondering how it will be. Or how it was on at the Lego stores. If people were going to the Lego store to buy it in person, if the sets stayed available the whole day or not. Now, kind of was another thing I was curious about. So I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to place something here. Yeah, so if you went to the Lego store, I don't know if anybody did, but if you went to the Lego store, was it sold out there? Now, going back to what I was planning to get, definitely not as grand and as impressive as the UCS Death Star. I just wanted to get the gingerbread AT-AT. And so, yeah, we were saying earlier how the Lego website did go a little bit crazy the last night, or like midnight East Coast time. It did go a little bit crazy, and I couldn't log on right away, and then I couldn't open up the page to actually find the AT-AT set. Like, it just didn't exist. So finally, when I got I tried like a third or fourth time. It took me waited for about an hour or so, and then got on and thought, well, maybe I could just get this in the morning. And I thought, well, I don't think I'll wait. And it's a good thing I didn't, because looking right now, it's on back order. So back order, if you want the gingerbread AT-AT, you're going to have to wait a couple weeks, or actually 3 weeks. October 23rd, it'll ship. I don't know about the Lego stores. Maybe there's some that are available there. So that set I was sort of right about. I thought that set would be pretty popular. And this is looking pretty cool with the larger curved Lego slopes there, giving this some structure, some old tree branch look to Yoda's hut here. So this is a cool diorama set. I don't know if there's any playability to this. The thing that sold me on this set, obviously, the minifigures are always fun, but then the wing, or when you get to this part, even it's not too much, just that like the sunken X-Wing fighter there that's in the swamp. So I guess that would have been a fun playable feature if there was a little bit more to this, that you could do some Technic lever here and then push up as though the ship's coming out of the swamp, like in the movie where Luke tries to use the Force and pull it out of the swamp without using any other special technology or equipment, just using pure Force power. And then of course Yoda says, "You're not a Jedi yet," and he has to pull it out of the swamp for him. So, and then of course Luke leaves, and he's only partially trained at that point to be a Jedi. But anyway, I like these diorama sets. They definitely harken back to the fun scenes in these movies, especially when it comes to The Empire Strikes Back. But I can't remember, is there another diorama set that's out there? Ivan says, if I get the Lego UCS Death Star at Dan, I will build it on your live stream while joining. Very cool, Ivan. Ivan's got plans. All right, Ivan, thank you for joining. Thanks for all the likes, guys. 13 likes. Love to see that, and can't wait to see what happens next week. Although, Ivan, you gotta act fast, because if Dan does do a live stream next week, you can't hold on too long, or you can't hold out too long. All right, G. Callie, welcome. Good to see you here. Thank you for the 13 likes, everyone. Leave a like if you like Lego, and definitely subscribe and join our Break Therapy 2-3 community. Here's our sig figs again. These we got to design on the LegoWebsite.com. You can build your own custom minifigure I wouldn't say I would do that too often, but it's fun for the $11 price or the $11 price point. At least just to, you know, especially if you got your own Lego channel, to kind of have fun and add some accessory, add some characterization to the YouTube channel, and of course talk more about Lego. So I'm on bag 5 here of set 75330 and just building through, trying to finish this set and then plan what the next build will be. Although maybe I should build this set a little bit slowly so that within a couple days I will have my order delivered and build up the gingerbread AT-AT plus another cool set I got, which I'll reveal later. It's, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's not a Star Wars set, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, just enjoying having you guys here. Dan, if you don't mind, I'm gonna make you a mod since you're here with me on the channel, unless you're heading out soon, but it doesn't hurt to have all you cool people as moderators when people are here, just because I live stream almost every day and I know not everyone can be here at the same time. So I what do you call it? I bequeath on you, Dan, the moderator position. But yeah, 7 p.m. next week. I pinned it. Can't wait to get Dan's beginning build. Hopefully, if it arrives on time, get Dan's beginning build of the UCS Death Star. And the best part, begin to hear what people think of that build who did not get it for free, because that was kind of the annoying part of that whole set being announced and then released, and then not released, announced, and then not turning out to look like the set that probably most people had pictured, you know, a full sphere. But then the Lego ambassadors all got that set like 2 weeks early, showed it on YouTube and built it and talked about it. It's like, what about us, you know, regular Lego fans who can't do something like that? And, you know, kind of takes away. Although now I think it's kind of a good differentiation. So, you know, Dan and I know Mac builds bricks, both have that set. They purchased it on their own, and good to hear some bona fide opinions from people who were willing, seeing what they saw of the set, all pictures, not on display yet, and buying that set. And then of course, you know, getting the gift with purchase, even though it doesn't live up to, with a Lego Star Wars set being released, a UCS set, and you know there's a gift with purchase that's going to come out for it. Again, your imagination is like, if this is going to be a UCS Death Star set, what amazing gift with purchase will they provide and let people have, or, you know, people that have obviously committed a serious amount of their budget to getting this set. Like, what gift with purchase are they going to get? My thought was maybe they'll get something cool like that midi scale size Millennium Falcon that I built on our live stream last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now. Time flies. But, you know, something like that. Give you guys a worthwhile gift with purchase. And I've heard that mid-size Millennium Falcon does fit in the hangar of the UCS Death Star set. I'm pretty sure that's what people said. G Cali, welcome. Hey Mayo, good to see you. How's it going? Probably still busy with school. I don't know. I saw a post of yours though, so maybe you're back into some Lego building. Awesome, Dan. Yeah, for sure, Dan. Glad to have you as mod. Mayo says, I'm having lunch and cleaning up. Very cool. Dan says, I just can't believe how much of an improvement it is. Mayo says, if the Death Star already sold out, the first batch must have been low quantity. Yeah, there's that point too, right? a strategy by Lego to create a shortage and a demand right away, or a false sense of scarcity. Kind of like, and I don't know if this was on purpose, but the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship was also sold out pretty quickly. And I think it's been on back order and still is, right? I think it's still on back order. But anyways, those sets maybe purposely made, they made a limited supply to kind of increase the excitement. Although, having said that, right now, at least the UCS Death Star, of course, it's not even been 24 hours, but it is available, especially if you're a Lego Insider. You can get it. The gift of purchase is still available, but the Gingerbread AT-AT is already on back order. So I don't know how, that was the other question I had, like how did people fare? How did people experience buying the Death Star set if they went to the Lego store in person and, got there early, waited in line? Were there enough for folks to buy that set in person at the Lego store, which would be pretty fun actually to do that. The only thing is, you can't take advantage of the Rakuten cashback program if you do that. So that's like another thing I've talked about when buying Lego from Lego directly. One of the advantages of buying it online is getting the Rakuten website linked up with your Lego website connection and getting a cash back bonus. So sometimes it's not, at all times it's pretty cool to get a cashback bonus, but sometimes Rakuten offers like a 10% or more cashback bonus. So that money adds up quick. That's what my hope is actually for buying the UCS Millennium Falcon. The closer we get to Christmas, or more specifically closer to Thanksgiving, and to see what happens then, because I would love to get that set, and it's pretty much close enough to the price of the UCS Death Star, or it's pushing it, $850. So get a gift of purchase, get some double insider points, and hopefully get a high percentage Rakuten discount as well. But we'll see. Last year they did have something like that. I did the math, but I was nowhere near prepared to spend that much on a Lego set. But I think last year, with everything I just mentioned, insider points plus Rakuten plus a gift of purchase, I probably would have knocked off about $200 if I'd bought the set last year. So instead of $850, $650. Then that makes me start thinking, oh, maybe I could get something else, not go Star Wars, but get the Titanic. There's just so many thoughts on that one. Dan says the store near my uncle had 200 Death Stars. He had 100 people in front of him in line. Okay, so, well, I guess at that point he was okay. Is that how you got the set? Oh, no, wait, no, Dan, you ordered it. So did your uncle also buy it? Interesting. Mayo says, I've told everyone for the past 2 weeks I'm on spring break. I go back to grad school next week. Oh, well, then you're on spring break. It's time to build, Mayo. Come on. Dan says he is at the Disney World Lego store. Yes, exactly, right? Spring break in October. I love the fact. Southern Hemisphere. John Powell. Hey, John Powell. Welcome. Just talking about, of course, everything related to October 1st. Jedi Brick 64. Welcome. Welcome. Mayo says $1,000 Death Star is still in stock here. Yeah, it is here in the US on the website. I am going to try and go to the Lego store this weekend and just see what it's like. For one, this will be just a spectator sport this time. I just want to see that set on display. And I'm assuming by that point, because let's see, what would that be? Saturday would be October, well, today's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, yeah, so Saturday would be October 4th. That's the time when everyone else who didn't bother to become a Lego Insider can buy that set. So that one will be available then. And I wonder if they'll have it on display. I wonder if the gift for purchase will even survive that long. You know, another 3 days for Lego Insiders to buy that set and see if the gift for purchase lasts that long. Although at the Lego stores, sometimes the gift for purchases outlast the set. I remember when the Barador set came out and that Fell Beast came out with it as an awesome gift for purchase. And again, I could not buy it at the time. I wish I did, because that Fell Beast set, that Fell Beast gift for purchase was pretty cool. I kind of, I guess, resigned to the fact that buying huge, expensive Lego sets every once in a while is possible. Of course, I got to save up the money in the budget to do it. But when I saw this set sell out at the Lego store, they had tons of the gift with purchase still, but none of the Baradors were left. So I wonder what they did, if those gift with purchases just end up going back to the Lego website, or how do they recirculate those? Because they had a whole stack of those gift with purchases, but the Barador set was all gone. And then the opposite online at the time, you could buy Barador, but the gift with purchase wasn't available anymore. So I don't know what they did with the imbalance there. And if you're a Lego store employee, I wonder if you just end up buying it on your own, or what they're allowed to do if they can get that set, gosh, ahead of time or whatever. Or they probably got the advantage of getting that set well ahead of time, since they know about it before it's all released on the shelves. Dan says, I'm on the phone with you, John. The first batch will sell faster than later batches because the collectors are suckers for the gift with purchase. Oh, be careful what you say, Mayo. You know, some people bought it. I don't know if they're suckers. Jedi likes the Peace Train song. That is a cool song, Jedi. I agree with that one. Mayo says, I've been building sets on my streams. My son has been very busy. Yes. Busy with soccer, busy with school projects, and he's kind of on, a younger version of kind of what you're trying to balance right now with the school schedule. Mayo, he's like, I have this huge school project that I got to get done, and I just can't focus on anything else. And then once that's done, he'll come back to the live streams. Although that's what he's told me, so I'll have to entice him when we get this delivery of the order I made. I don't think I told him about that order, so if he's watching the live stream right now, he'll find out that the gingerbread AT-AT is on its way. And I got that before that thing went on back order, so that's cool. GRC Rabbits is here. Psh, good to see you. Very cool. Yes, welcome, you guys. So if you like Lego and you like to talk, you're joining the chat, please leave a like. Maybe we can get to 15 likes before the end of the live stream. That would be very cool. But it's fun chatting and catching up with you guys and building up Yoda's hut here for the Dagobah Jedi training diorama with Luke and Yoda standing on the swamp, because why not? They have the power of the Force to do something like that. So I did get the AT-AT set, and I did purchase another set in addition to that. And I ended up with a pretty cool, at least I think, a pretty cool gift with purchase. I did not think much of it at the time. It's this luminescent ghost character build, but it's a luminescent light up brick, and the ghost looks kind of fun. It has a pumpkin build to it as well. And you know what? If you get extra Lego without having to spend any extra money, that's always a bonus. Again, the cool thing about being a Lego insider or a Lego collector when you go on the Lego.com is taking advantage of all those special deals. Of course, sometimes you can't. Like if the demand is pretty high for certain sets, then you can't take advantage of getting double insider points or something like that. That would have been amazing if they offered double insider points while you're able to buy the UCS Millennium Falcon. Because let's see, how many insider points is that set worth right now? That thing is worth, let's see, it's 9,023 pieces. And you get, usually it says on the, that's worth 6,500 Lego Insider points. So just a little over $50. So you basically get $50 discount toward your next Lego set just buying the Lego UCS Death Star. So that'll get you, you know, one $45 battle pack, the overpriced 327th battle pack. But yeah, $50 of insider points is pretty cool. Now, if you got double insider points, that would be $100. So sometimes that happens. So I guess you could think of it this way. If you buy that Death Star set later on, if that's a set you want, wait until there's double insider days, and that'll be a pretty darn good purchase to get it with a $100 discount that comes with it. And of course, that does mean at some point you actually decide you like that set enough to spend that much money. And again, it's a cool set. I like the set itself, just for what it is and what it's priced. That's the hard part. I don't like it enough to buy it because I was hoping to be something else. Hey, Morgan Jack, welcome. Some more Lego enthusiasts out there. Hopefully, we got the 15 likes. Thank you, everyone. Mayo says, I'm going to build as many habitats as I can before Super Bowl Sunday. That's why I bought more PAB boxes and uploaded another haul about them. I think I saw that post of the haul. Did you really spend that much money, Mayo? Because I think it was another $1,000 haul. DNM, thank you for welcoming everyone. Cole is here. Cole with the W. Love it, love it, love it. And Mayo says, not sure how active you've been in the Brick Therapy Discord server, but do you think building a minifigure habitat for Captain Rex would be good for my next Star Wars edition? Most definitely, yes. A habitat for Captain Rex, a very cool mock setup. I would definitely like that, Mayo. And you're right, I haven't been active on the Discord. I've been telling people just to post their thoughts and ideas on our community post that you can do right on our YouTube channel. And one reason I've been telling people to do that, because there's a lot of younger viewers who like sharing some of their mocks and their builds, but they're not allowed to be on Discord. So I directed them towards our community post page on our YouTube channel, and I've gotten a lot of good activity from that. So let me just pin that, Mayo. I like that. I like what you said. That would be a cool mock to build. Where's your, trying to do this again, that comment. Pin the comment. I want to pin Mayo's comment. Anyway, I'll figure it out here. But yeah, that sounds like a really cool idea. NFL Sunday, not Super Bowl Sunday. We get you, Mayo. No worries. Mayo says, okay, I think I went back one extra comment. But yeah, definitely share your ideas on our community post if you guys have the time. Giraffe's here. Psh, welcome. Hey, Pure Sebs is back. Psh, am I reading that right? Pure Sebs is back. Let's go. Mayo says, yeah, almost $1,000, $850 Australian. Lots of Mario Kart sets on clearance. Ooh, is it the... Or maybe it's not. I'm thinking I like that Mario Kart build, the Big Fig one, but maybe you're referring to the smaller ones. But I like that Big Fig build. If that goes on clearance, that would be cool. I know Lego is trying to get people to buy that a few weeks ago with double insider points on that set. But well, you know, when the rumors are already out that there's going to be a gingerbread AT-AT and the UCS Death Star and other holiday sets, probably most people, I would say, are going to save the money and not buy a Mario Kart set at that moment. Of course, there are a lot of Mario Kart enthusiasts, so maybe There'll always be a few, but I don't know how well that will go. Now, the curious part is after this weekend, how well would that UCS Death Star set sell afterwards? Is it going to be, and is it going to be one of those UCS sets, Star Wars sets that just last for years? That's my question. So let me show off what I built here. I'm about ready to sign off, but I just want to show what we got here. So we've got, this is set 75330, the Yoda DAGOBAH training, Jedi training diorama, and it's been fun to share this build with you guys. We got an awesome mod today with D&M Bricks being here. And yeah, I got to show off Yoda. And I think R2 is coming up next in this build. Let's see. So I've got one bag left. So R2D2 must be in the last one. I can confirm that before. Man, go pretty far. Or is there only 5 bags to this set? I thought there was, oh, there's bag 6. Oh, wow. So I still got a lot of tree to build up. But yep, R2, he's coming up in bag 6. So very cool. We'll have that. Matt is alive, he says, is in the chat. How about that? Well done. Mayo says, yeah, the small sets, I'm interested. UCS scale, Mario Kart. I'm finishing lunch. Well, you guys, I'm gonna sign off because I gotta still fit in one more run. I'm gonna try and do a run tonight and get some exercise as well. So I will see you guys soon. Plan on live streaming tomorrow, and then we'll see how October 2nd looks with all these sets. Awesome. Thanks for everyone joining the live stream tonight. Have a good one.